Let us see first question answer. What are the four major dominants of the earth? We know hydrosphere, biosphere, atmosphere and lithosphere. Like the four major dominants of the earth we are having. Which one? Once again, lithosphere related to landmass, lithosphere, then hydrosphere related to water, then atmosphere related to air, and last comes the biosphere related to life. So these are the four major domains of earth. Second one, name the major continents of the earth. We know the seven continents. Once again, Asia, then Europe, then Africa, North and South Americas, then Australia, then Antarctica. Then name two continents that lies entirely in the southern hemisphere. Which one? Australia and Antarctica. The continents lies only in the southern hemisphere. Name two different, okay, that we are not touched, that we will study next week. And why is the earth is called a blue planet? Because of the presence of water, and it is 71% of the earth covered with water. Then why the northern hemisphere is called land hemisphere? Because major continents we can see the maximum or one third of the land mass we can see in the northern hemisphere, so we are calling it the land hemisphere. And next question also we are not studied. Okay, so today you want to solve first question, second question, third question, then fifth question, then sixth question. This many five questions we want to solve today itself in our CW. Okay, that is your homework. What is your homework? Write first, second, then third, then fifth and sixth question answer to write to your CW book. Okay, what we studied today? We studied about the continents and the hydrosphere, and in hydrosphere we studied about the major five oceans. So we are moving to the next part, that is atmosphere. The earth is surrounded by a large layer of gases called atmosphere. The large layer, it is having the many if this is the earth and we can see like that it is surrounded up to here, that like that bigger than the earth, that much heighted layer we can see, that is known as the atmosphere. This thin blanket of the air, why we are saying like that, that is a thin blanket? Because it is made up of air. It's an integral and important aspects of the planet. Why it is an integral means totally it is affecting and very much important aspect of our planet. Why it is? Because of the presence of air we can live, we are living here on earth, and it provides us the air we breathe and protect us from the harmful effect of the sunrise. Two uses of this blanket or the atmosphere. One is the we are getting the breathing air, as well as it is protecting us from the harmful rays of sun and other stars. Then please underline what is atmosphere and why it is important. It is giving air to breathe, as well as it is protecting us from harmful rays. Okay, please underline that one. The next one, the atmosphere extends up to the height about 1600 kilometers. How much? Not meters, kilometers. 1600 kilometers, that much heighted. For example, if we are going from Cochin to Mumbai, it is taking 1500 kilometers. More than that, we can see the height of the again if you are Delhi to Mumbai, that also near about 1500 kilometers only. So in that way, if you are thinking, it will take near about 2 days to reach from one place to another place. Now so much fastest train with limited number of stop, that's why they are reaching by 24 hours, and that much we want to move if you want to reach to the top of the atmosphere. Okay, the atmosphere is divided into 5 layers. Listen, atmosphere, it is divided into 5 layers, and based on the composition, according to the nature of that one, we are having the five levels and temperature and other properties. We are how we divide that one into five levels, according to the composition, according to the temperature and other properties. And these layers starting from earth surface are called troposphere. We can see it is given in the textbook. This is the surface from here to 80 kilometers that we can see, that is the known as the troposphere. Then second one, it is stratosphere. Then third one, it is the mesosphere. Next one, it is thermosphere. Then last one, it is exosphere. Okay, if you are looking here, we can see in the troposphere we are living, and we can see all types of climate and other things. And in the stratosphere, it is very less, we are not getting that much of climatical changes and other things. So usually the aeroplanes, it is going the top of the troposphere or in the stratosphere. And we can see here in the picture, it is given the satellite. We are keeping the satellite in the exosphere to get connection with other people or other area. Okay, then many other importance are there that you will study, details you will study next year in 7th standard. Now you want to study in a short form. Okay, we are having 5 spheres: troposphere, stratosphere, and mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. Please underline troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. And the atmosphere is composed only mainly of nitrogen and oxygen, which are the major gases we are having. Nitrogen and oxygen, which make up about 90% of clean and dry air. Why we are having the percentage of the nitrogen and oxygen, that is coming about 9%. Nitrogen, it is 78% and 21% of oxygen it is coming. Total it is coming 99%. Other gases like carbon dioxide or like that helium, like that many gases are there. Altogether it is coming only 1%. Okay, we will stop here and we will continue next day. Thank you.